Hello everyone. So now in this video we are discussing the next paper, that is Feb March 2025, and this is code number 22 580 paper. This is extended paper, non-calculated. Okay, so let's start with the first question. The oranges cost rupees 220 per kilogram. Work out the cost of 9 kilograms of these oranges. So you can clearly see what is the cost of 9 kilograms. This is 9 into 220. So you can see this is 0, 8, and this is 90, 18, 90. So 1980 rupees. So that is the answer for the first question, 1980. Okay. So the next question, Aryan goes on a journey. He leaves home at 11:40 and arrives at 14:18. Find how many hours and minutes the journey took. So basically total time taken you have to calculate. So you can see 11:40 to 12, okay. Then 12 to 14 and 14 to 14, 18. 14, 18. So how can you calculate the time? So this is 11:40 to 12 is what? 20 minutes. And 12 to 14 is, you can say, 2 hours. And from 14 to 14:18 is 18 minutes. So what is this? This is total 38 minutes and 2 hours. This is 2 hours, 38 minutes is the answer for this question. Okay. So now the next question. A quadrilateral has one line of symmetry. The diagonal of the quadrilateral cross at right angles, and write down the mathematical name of this quadrilateral. So basically, see, when the diagonals cross at right angle, so it will be either a rhombus or it will be a kite. And you see, if you have a kite like this, then in this there is only one line of symmetry, but in quadrilateral there are two lines of symmetry, you can say, right? In rhombus. So what is the answer for this? What is the name of this? This is kite. What is the answer for this? This is kite. Okay, this one is pretty easy. Next, find if v is equal to 4mp square, and find v when m is equal to 10 and p is equal to negative. So what is v? V will be equal to 4 into 10, and this is negative 3 square. So you can see this is 4 into 10 and negative 3 square is 9. So this is 360. So what is the answer for this? This is 360 for this answer. Now, find the positive value of P when V is 3200 and M is equal to 2. So basically, if I put V is equal to 3200 and M is equal to 2. So this is 4 into 2. What is the value of P? So that is positive value of P you have to find. So what is this? P square is equal to 3200 divided by this is 4 into 2, which is equal to 8. So now what is this? This is P square is equal to, if I cancel this 8, this is 400. Now we have to just find the value of P. P is equal to, you have to find positive value. So we will take the square root on both sides, which is equal to root 400, which is equal to 20. So what is the answer? This is 20. So this is 360 and 20. I have the answer key, so I'll just match the answers from this. Okay. So now the next question. Write these values. Write these values in the size of, you can see, starting from smallest, and basically you have to arrange this in the sequence. So what you have to do is, see here, all the values are in different units. So first you convert everything to the same unit and then compare. So how well you convert all the things to same unit? You can see I can convert everything to millimeters. Okay. So 32 mm. Okay. What is the conversion in? You can see this is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. So you'll just multiply this. This is what? Just multiply this with 10. So this will convert to 29 millimeters. Correct? Now, we know 1 meter is 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is 10 mm. So this is 1000 mm. So I'll multiply this with 1000. So what is this? This is, you can see 3, 1, 2, and so basically 2 zeros will cancel and it will have only 1 3. So it will be, basically what we are trying to do is, I just convert this. This is 0.3 multiplied with 1000. So you can just cancel the 0. So you will have cancel. This will become 30 mm. Okay. So this is 0.03 meter is 30 mm. This is 29 mm. This is 32 mm, and We will convert this also. So what is this? Now we know 1 kilometer is 1000 meters and 1 meter is this. So we will multiply this with 1000 again. Okay. So this will convert to mm. So basically we will multiply this with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 raised to 6. This will convert to mm. So basically it will become, I'll just write it here, 0.00002. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 into 10 to the power 6, which you can say this is 2 upon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 raised to 5 into 10 raised to 6, which you can clearly see 10 zeros, 5 zeros will cancel and this will become 20. Right? So this will become 20 mm. So now what is the smallest? Smallest among this is 20 mm. So what is the smallest value? This is 0.00002. That is, this is the smallest value. What is the largest value? This is 32 mm. This is 32 mm. Correct? This is 0.02 kilometers. Then this is 30 mm. So this is 32 and this is done. This is done. Okay. Largest and smallest. Now this is 30 and this is 29. So this is 29. So that is 2.9 centimeters. And this is 30 mm, which is 0.03 meters. So this is how we can arrange it. This is smallest value and this is the largest value. And you can see comparing these two. Okay. So this is how we can convert this. So that is the answer for this question. You can see this is 2.9 centimeter and so on, right? You have to compare. That means you have to first convert it to same units. If you convert it to same units, I have converted everything to millimeters and then compared everything. Okay. I hope this is clear. Now let's move to the next question. So now work out the area of a trapezium. So we can see what is this trapezium area. This area is equal to 1 by 2 sum of parallel sides. That is, these are two parallel sides of this, which is 15 plus 9 multiplied with the distance between the parallel sides, which is equal to 8. So now just simplify this. This is equal to 1 by 2 into this is 24 into. So this is, you can see this is 24 divided by 2. 12 divided into 8. This is equal to 96. Right? So this is 96 centimeter square is the answer for this. It is correct. Okay. Next question. Write down the inequality for x represented by this line. So here you can see if this is, you have to write this inequality. X lies between 4 and -3. It will be less than or equal to. Why this is less than or equal to? Because this is the point which is included. Because this is a dark point. This is a open point. This is open circle. Okay. So this is how you can represent this on the normal line. Next question. Priyanka plays a game in which she can win, lose, or draw. The table shows the probability of their winning, losing, and drawing. Complete the table. First thing is, what is this probability? So the total probability we know is always equal to 1. So you can see what is the probability of draw. This is equal to 1 minus, this is 0.3 minus 0.25. Basically, this is 1 minus 0.55, which is, you can see, this is 0.45. 45. Get it? This is, you can add this. This is 0.55. So 1 minus 0.55 will give you 0.45. So first answer is 0.45. That is the correct answer. Next one. Priyanka plays 120 times. Work out the expected number of games she wins. So what is the expected number of games she wins? So what is the probability of winning? That is 0.3. And she is playing it how many times? This is 120 times. So 120 times she is playing, and for each the probability of winning is 0.3. So this is the expected number of times in which she will win. Okay. So what is this? You can see this is, if I cancel this, this is 120 divided by 120 into 3 by 10. So you can see if I cancel this 10, this will become 36. So out of 120, she will be expecting that 36 times she will win. That is how we can the expected number of values. This is actually a statistical probability. Okay. So this is how we can find the value. Okay. Now, by writing each number to correct one significant figure, work out an estimate of D. So basically, you have to just estimate what is the value of this expression. Okay. So now see, This is under root of. We will write this to one significant figure. So what is 1.95 to one significant figure? So you can see here, what is this? This is one significant figure, that is 1, and the next value is more than 5. So this will be only 2. Okay. So this is 2 multiplied with, what is the next? That is 9.92 square. So what is 9.92 again? So this is again, this value is more, this is the first significant figure, and next value is more than 5. So it will become plus 1. So this will become 10. So this will become 10 divide 10 square. Okay. And what is this? This is 8.07. So this will become 8. You can see uh, 8 and 0. This is, we will round down. So this is 8. So what is this? This is, you can see, 100 divided by 4. This is 100, and 2 and 8 cancelled, which is 25. So what is this? Root 25, which is equal to 5. So what is the answer? This is equal to 5. That is the next answer for this question. Okay. Next question. 3 regular polygons A, B, C meet at a point. Okay. So basically 3 sides of 3 polygons A, B, C. The interior angles of the polygon are in the ratio A is to B is to C. Show that the polygon C has twice the number of sides as polygon B. So basically you have to get the sides of polygon C and sides of polygon B. So let's see this. Okay. So first thing is, what is the ratio A is to B is to C? This is 3 is to 4 is to 5. So I can say this is A is 3x. This is 4x. And this is 5x. Because the ratio of these three is 3 is to 4 is to 5. Correct? So I can easily find this because 3x plus 4x plus 5x. This should be equal to 360 degree because this is the center, this is angle at a point. The sum should be equal to 360 degree. So you can see this is 9, 12. 12x is equal to 360 degree. That is x will be equal to 360 degree by this. This is 30 degree. Okay. So what is the angle? You can see this is 150 degree. What is this? This is 120 degree. And this is, you can see, I have put this is 90 degree. 90 degree. So I have got the angles of polygon A, polygon B, and you can see polygon C. Okay. So polygon A, polygon B, polygon C, we have got that. Now, how will you get the number of sides of polygon C? So what is the angle of polygon C? This is the interior angle of polygon C. Now, if you have interior angle of polygon C, let's see, I can easily find what is the exterior angle of polygon C. Okay. So, all these polygons are regular polygons. So, one way is you use interior angles to get the side, or otherwise you can say, if this is the interior angle of the polygon C, this is the interior angle of the polygon C. What is the exterior angle of polygon C? You see this is equal to 30 degree. Okay, this is, for example, this is polygon C. This angle, this C, so this is 150 degree. So what is this? This is 30 degree. And we know all the angles, exterior angles of a polygon add up to 360 degree. Correct? So if all the angles are equal, why can I say the number of sides? Number of sides of polygon C will be equal to, sum will be 360 degree, sum of exterior angles is 360 degree, and each angle are equal. And what is the exterior angle? This is 30. So what is this? This is 12. So the polygon C has number of sides equal to 12. Now for polygon B, number of sides of polygon B. Okay. Now what is polygon B? Interior angle is 120 degree. So if this is, for example, polygon B, this angle is 120 degree. So let's see, this is like this. This is polygon B. This angle is 120 degree. So what is the exterior angle? You see this angle is 60 degree because total is 180 degree. So what is the exterior angle of polygon B? That is 60 degree. Now if this is 60 degree, what is the measure of each angle? You can see what is the measure of each angle. This is 360 degree and each angle is 60 degree. So this is 6. Correct? So number of sides in C and number of sides in B are 12 and 6, and you can clearly see the polygon C has twice the number of sides of polygon B. So this is how we can answer this question. We can see this is double of this. So this is how we can show this. This is the best way to find the number of sides. Otherwise, what you can do is you can say the interior angle is n minus 2 into 180 degree. Divide by n. This is equal to, for polygon A, C, this is 150 degree. That if you solve this, that way also you can find the number of sides. You will find this is equal to, this is n equal to 12. And the other, for polygon B also, you can do the same thing. N minus 2 into 180 degree. Because this is sum of all the angles. And each angle are equal. And this should be equal to, for polygon B, this is 120. So if you solve this, you will find the number of sides for this will become 6. So this is for polygon B. Sorry, this is for polygon C, and this is for polygon B. So we can use this also to get this, but this will be a little calculated process. So this is the best way to find the number of sides of a polygon. Okay. So now let's move to the next question. So next question is on graph the statistics. See here, a company sells items either on website or in the shops. So this is for website and shop. The composite bar chart shows the percentage sales of the on the website and in the shop for January, Feb, and March. So this is given to you. Okay, the data is given to you. Total percentage. Okay. So the question is, in April, 7 by 20 of the company's sales were on the website. On the grid, draw the bar for April. So you have to calculate the bar. You have to draw the bar on April. So basically, they are saying that 7 by 20th of the company sales were on website. So now see, this is on in percentage term. Correct. So can I say 7 by 20 is effectively how much percentage? This is 7 by 20 on website. I can say this is on website. The sales on website. So what is this? This is 17 into 5. So this is 85% are on website. So you can see 85% on website. That is 85 is, this is, you can see this is 85. So what I can do is this is 85 here. So this is, you can see this is 85 on website. So this is how we can shade this. So this is for website. 55%. I just mark this. This is 85% on website, right? And obviously remaining will be on the in the shops. Okay. So this is how we can complete the bar chart for the April. Okay. Now the next one. In February. So in February, this is February. The company had sales of 3.45 million. Work out the value in the shop in Feb. So total sales is 3.4 million, $3.45 million. And we have to work out the sales in shops. So what is the sales in shops? So in Feb, this is the part for shops. So this is the percentage of sales in the shops. So what is this? This is, you can see, this is 60. So 60% is on website. So the remaining will be on the shops. So what is this? This is 40%. This is 60%. This is 40%. So 40% of the sales is on in the shops. So 40% of what? You have to find the value of the sales. This is 40% of 3.5 million dollars. So what is this? This is, you can see, 4 into 35 divided by, I can cancel this. Okay, so 4.35. So now what is 3.5 into 3.5 into 4? So you can see this is 3.5 into 2 is 77 and 7 double. This is 14. Okay, 14 by 10. So what is this? This is $1.4 million. $1.4 million. Right? So that is 1.4 billion is the answer for this question. Okay. So basically this is the question, how to read the bar diagram, composite bar, you can see. So this is pretty easy, percentage, and second part is also based on the percentage. Okay. So now the next part. Okay, the next part of the same question. In May, the company had sales of 6 million. In June, the company had sales of 7.5 million. Find the percentage increase in the sales from May to June. Basically, this is just a question of percentage. So May to June, the percentage increase is what? That is the question. So what is the percentage increase? This will be equal to what is the increase in the sales? 7.5 minus 6. right? $7.5 minus $6. From initial, what is the original? This is 60. 6 and 200. This is percentage change. Change upon the original. Okay? So what is this? This is 1.5 into 100 divided by 6. So now we will just calculate this. So this is, I can say 15. I can just cancel this 0. And this is 10 upon 6. So if I cancel the common factors, 3, this is 2, and this is 5, and 2, this is 3. So 25. So that is the answer. 25 percentage increase. So that is the answer. 25% increase is the from May to June. Okay. Now, the next question, next part of this. In 2024, the company had total sales of 52 million. This was an increase of 30% on the total sales of for 2023. Work out the total sales of 2023. So basically, this is if this is 2023 and this is 2024. Okay. Now, let's say the total sales in 2023. Total sales in 2023 is X. Okay. The company had total sales of 52 million in 2024. And 2024, what is the total sales? This is $52 million. Okay, $52 million. Now the question is, this was an increase of 30%. So this is X has increased to 30%. 30% increase. Now what is 30% increase? I can say this is X into 30% increase is what? 1.30. Multiplier. Multiplier for 30% is 30 by 100 and this is 0.3 and 1 plus 0.3 that is 1.3. That is the multiplier. So this is increased and this has become $52 million. So that what is X? X is equal to 52 divided by 1.3. 1.3 or 1.32. 0. Same thing. So just cancel this 0. So this is, you can see, this is $40. This is the non-calculated paper, so you should be very quick in calculation. So this is 13 into 4 is 52. So this is $52 million. So that is the answer. Sorry, 40. 40 is the answer for this question. So let's see. Is this the correct answer? Yes, this is 40 million is the correct answer. I hope this is clear. Percentage increase, reverse percentage calculation. Now, write the following in a simplest form. You have to just simplify this fraction. So make the denominators, you can see like fractions. Okay. So 4, 8, 12. That is 24 is the LCM, the lowest common multiple. So what you can do is make it 24. This is 6x upon 24. Correct? Multiply by 6. Multiply by 3. So this is 9x upon 24. And minus. This is x plus 2. Multiplied with 2. Divided by 24. So what is this? Now this is 24 and this is 6x plus 9x minus. We will open this bracket, so this 2 into x will become 2x and this is 2 into 2, that is 4. So this is 4, basically this is negative 4. Why negative 4? Because you can see this is, let me write it here, this is 2 into 2 with a negative sign because this negative will also multiply. So now let's simplify this. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 minus 2, this is 13. X minus 4 divided by 24. That is the answer. 13x minus 4 divided by 24 is the answer for this question. Okay. Factorize this. So you have to simplify, you have to factorize this. So here you can clearly see that this is a plus 4y. Now how can you make here a plus 4y? You can clearly see this is 3x a plus 4y. If I take what is common from this, I can take common y, negative y. So this will become a and this will become 4y plus 4y because this multiplied, negative multiplied positive will give you negative, negative multiplied with positive will give you negative. So you can see now what is common from these two brackets. You can see this is a plus 4y is common. So what is left? 3x here and y here. So what are the factors? A plus 4y into 3x minus y is the answer for this question. Okay. Now the next question. The diagram shows a cylinder of radius r and height 16 centimeter. A sphere has radius 3 centimeter. The volume of cylinder and sphere are equal. Find the value of r. Okay. A sphere of radius what? 3 centimeter. These have same volume. Now, what is the volume of cylinder? You can see on the first page all the formula are given. So this is pi r square into height, that is 16. This is the volume of the sphere, cylinder. And what is the volume of the sphere? This is 4 pi r square, that is 3 square. So now just simplify this equation. So you can see I can easily cancel this pi and pi. So what is this? R square into 16 is equal to 4 into 9. So what is R square? This is 4 into 9 divided by 16. So which is, I can say R square is equal to this 4 and 16 cancel. So this is 9 by 4. So what is R? The square root of 9 by 4, which you can see this is 3 by 2 centimeter, or you can say this is 1.2, 1.5 centimeter, 3 by 2 centimeter or 1.5 centimeter. So what is the answer? That is 3 by 2. Okay. Now the question on circles. I hope you can read this. Yeah. If ABCDF lie on the circle, you can see FG is the tangent. Angle ABAD is given to you. All the angles are mentioned in this diagram. So the question is, find angle BCD and give the reason also. Find angle BCD. BCD. That means you have to find this angle. BCD. Okay. So how can you find this angle BCD? You can see clearly here. If you consider this quadrilateral, you can see if I consider this quadrilateral. Okay. ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. And a cyclic quadrilateral, the opposite angle sum is 180 degree. Correct? So this is equal to, you can see 70 degree. So first answer you can see this is 70 degree. Because ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. And sum of angles, sum of opposite angles is 180 degree. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now find angle DBC. Find angle DBC. That is DBC. That is this angle. Now how will you find this angle? DBC. Okay. So you can see here, if this is DBC, how can you find this angle? Just a minute. Okay. Yeah, BBC. So basically, you have to find this angle. What we can see is this angle is 45. So I can say this angle is also 45 degree. Now, why this is so? Because you see here, if you take this chord BC, angle by this in the same segment, you can see are equal. Angles in same segment are equal. So this BC is making angle 45 here and here. So that is why these two angles are equal. Now, if this is 45, this is 70. I can easily find this angle also, because the sum of all the angles is equal to 180 degree. So what is the angle? This is 180 degree minus addition of these two. This is 115. You can see 115. So what is this angle? This angle will be equal to 7 minus 65. 7 minus 1, 65. So this is 65 degrees. I hope this is clear. So this is 65 and 70. Correct? So now the next part. So this is 65. Now next, angle DCG. Angle BCG. That means you have to find this angle now. Now how will you find this angle? You can clearly see we have a tangent, we have a chord. That means you can think about the alternate segment property. So this angle will be equal to this angle, because you see this is the chord, and for this is the alternate segment, and this angle and the angle in alternate segment, you can see this angle by the same chord. Okay, so this is the chord and this is making angle 65 in the alternate segment, that is 65. So this angle and this angle will be same. So what is the answer? This is also 65. So this angle will be equal to 65 degree. So what is the answer? This is also 65. That is my alternate segment property. This part is very important. Many students miss this alternate segment share. Okay, right? So now the next question is, point A has coordinate. This is given to you. Point A has coordinate, and B a vector is find the coordinate of point B. So basically, it's like this. So let's say this is point B, this is point A, and the coordinate of A is, let's say this is minus 1, 4 comma 1 given to you, and B a vector is given. B to A, that is B a vector, is given to you. So you have to find the coordinate of x. So I can say, let's say if the coordinate of B is x comma y. So what is B a vector? B a vector is equal to, now when we have the coordinates, how to write the vector? Just subtract final minus initial. How to write B a vector? This is final coordinate minus initial coordinate. So this is the final, that is x coordinate. What is the difference? Minus 4 minus x, subtract. Okay. And 1 minus y. 1 minus y. Now this is given that B a vector. What is B a vector? This is minus 5 minus 12. So this should be equal to minus 5 and this is minus. Now if two vectors are equal, you can just equate them. So what is this? I can say minus 4 minus x is equal to negative 5. You just solve this equation. You can clearly see if I take x on this side, this is minus 4 plus 5, which is 1. And similarly, 1 minus y is equal to minus 12. So you can just arrange this and you can just say this is equal to y equal to 50. Correct? So what is the coordinate of x comma y? This is coordinate of point B. This is 1 comma 13. So that is the answer, 1 comma 13. Correct? So now the next question. Point C has coordinate 5 comma minus 2. Find the vector CA. Now C has the coordinate minus 5 comma minus 2. So let's say if this is the point C. Let's say this is the point C. Just see, this is 5 comma. This is just a rough sketch to show you. Okay, 5 comma minus 2. You have to find CA vector. That means C to A, like this. This is what you have to find. So CA vector, you can see this is CA vector. Now how will you find CA vector? Again, CA vector is equal to, write the difference of coordinates. Okay, so what is this? This is final minus initial. C to A you are going. So this is final minus initial. This is negative 4 minus 5, and this is 1 minus minus 2. So what is this? This is negative 9 minus 4 minus 5. And what is this? This is 1 plus 2, which is 3. So what is the answer for this? This is minus 9 and 3. That is negative 9 and 3. Okay. Now the third. EF vector is 3 times of BA vector. Find the magnitude of EF vector. So you can see here, what is EF vector magnitude? This is equal to 3 BA vector magnitude. Or you can say just this is 3 times length of BA vector. That is magnitude of BA vector. Now, what is BA vector? This is given to you. Now, how to write the magnitude of BA vector? You can just say this is 3 times. What is the magnitude of BA vector? This is under root of x square plus y square. That is negative 5 square plus negative 12 square. And we can easily see what is this? This is 3 times under root of. What is negative 5 square? This is 25. 25. And what is negative 12 square? 144. Which is 169. You can see root of 169 is 13. So this is 3 into 13, which is equal to 39. So what is the answer for this? EF factor magnitude. This is equal to 39. That is the answer for the next question. I hope this is clear. When you have to write the magnitude, this is just write 3 times magnitude of BA vector. And this is BA vector. So just write the magnitude of BA vector under root of x square plus y square. I hope this is clear. So now let's move to the next question. So here we have a stem and leaf diagram. So here the question says stem and leaf diagram shows the mass of each of 13 packets. Work out the interquartile range. Now what is interquartile range? Interquartile range is basically Q1. Right? That is, you can say this is the data at, this is the data at 25th percentile. Or you can say this is data at 1/4. Right? So that is one way. And what is Q3? This is 75th percentile. or you can say this is 3, 4. This is how you can write this. Okay. Otherwise, what you can do is you know how to find the median. Okay. So Q1 is basically if I just find what is median. So median will be if you have 13 data. So 13 plus 1, that is 14 by 2, that is 7. So that is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the median. That is median is 43. Median is 43. Right. Now what is Q1? Q1 is basically the median of the data which is below median. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the median for what is the median of 31, 32, 38, 31, 32, 38, 40, 41, 42. That's it. Correct? So that is below this. What is the data? The median of that is Q1. Okay. So you can clearly see the median of this is Q1, which is equal to 38 plus 40 divided by 2, which is 78 by 2, which is you can say 39. Right? So this is the Q1, the lower quartile. Okay. Or if you want to do from this, what you can do is you can see this is what is 13 by 4. 13 by 4 is this is what? This is 13 by 4 is 3 point something. So just see what is the third data. You can see this is 38. And what is the fourth data? This is 40. Okay. Because this is a decimal point. So this is we will need 38 and 40. 38 plus 40 by 2, which is equal to this. This is how you can easily answer using this also. Okay. Now, what is the seven? What is the Q3? That is upper quartile. Upper quartile is the median of this data, which is above median. So you can see what is this? This is 43, 48. This is 43, 48, 51, 52, 53, and 54. So 50, 43, 48, 51, 52, 53, 54. Now, what is the median of this data? That is the mean of these two. So you can see what is the lower quartile, that is 51 plus 52 divided by 2. So this is, you can see this is 51 plus 52. So this is 103, 52. So what is this? This is 51.5. I hope this is clear. Or you can say what is this 75, that is 3/4 of 30. So accordingly you can answer this. So what is the interquartile range? The difference of Q1 and Q3. So that is interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, which is I can see this is 51.5 minus 39, which I can write this is 0.5. 11 minus 9 is 2. This is 12.5 grams. So what is the answer? 12.5 grams is the answer for this question. I hope this is clear. How to find the quartile, interquartile, find the lower quartile, find the upper quartile, take the difference. How to find the lower quartile? This is the median of the data which is below median. And this is upper quartile is the median of the data which is above median. So this is the data which is above median. This is the data which is below median. So accordingly, you can answer this question. This is 12.5. Now the next question is, two of these packets are chosen at random. Find the probability that the one packet has mass more than 50 and the other packet has mass less than 50. Now two packets are selected and the probability that one has more than 50, other has mass less than 50. So let me write it here. I'll just solve this right here. You can see here how many packets are there which have mass more than 50. So how many packets are there which have mass more than 50? More than 50, what is, how many packets are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 51, 52, 53, 54. That is 4. And less than 50. How many are there? Remaining 9, you can see total 13. Correct? So what is the probability that if you select two packets, one is having mass more than 50, other is having mass less than 50. So we can have first packet. First packet has mass more than 50. 50. So what is the probability? 4 by 30. And the second packet has mass less than 50. 50. So that will be 9 by 12. Now this is clear. We have selected one and then we are selecting the second. Or otherwise, the first has mass more than, sorry, less than 50, that is 9 by 30. And the second one, second packet, has mass more than 50, which is 4 by 12. I hope this is clear. First less than 50, second greater than 50, or vice versa. So what is this? You can see this is 36 plus this is 36 upon 13 into 12. So this is 72 divided by, if you just multiply 32 and 12, this is 156. So this is 156. So that is 72 by 156. Again, there is a common factor of, you can see 4 also. So this is 4, that is 24. And if I cancel 4, this is 39, right? So this is, so 24 by 39. So that is, there is one more factor common here. You can see again, there is a common factor of 3. So this is 8. And this is 3, that is 13. 8 by 13. So what is the answer? This is 8 by 13. So we have this is 36 plus 36 divided by 13 into 12. So let's check the answer. This is correct. So there is some calculation here. 72 by 13, that is 156. So I just cancel the common factor of this is, okay, let me do the calculation again. This is, you can see this is, yeah, 2 into 36. What we can do is 2 into 36 divided by 13 into 12. So this is 3. Okay, so this is actually 6 by 13. I think we have made some calculation mistake in the previous one. This is 6 by 13. You can clearly see this is 1236, 3, and this is 3 into 2, 6. 6 by 13 is the answer. Yes, 6 by 13 is the answer for this. So you can just understand the method. This is 36 plus 36 upon 13 into 12. Okay, so this is how you can approach the question of probability here. Okay, now the question, work out this fraction. So again, this is a very standard question. What you have to do is you have to just convert this into a fraction, 0.28 repeating. So what is this? This is x is equal to 0.2888, so on. So what would this is, if I multiply with 10, this will become 2.888, so on. Now again, if you multiply with 10, this will become 100, and this will become 28, and this is 0.888. What you can say is, what you can do is just multiply this, so that the repetitive factor, the repetitive term, the recurring term shifts to decimal, left side of the decimal. Okay. So just subtracting these two, you can clearly see this is 90x. This is 28 minus 2, which is 26. Correct? So what is x? X is equal to 26 divided by 90. Or you can cancel the common factor. This is 13 and this is 40. Right? So this is a 13 upon 45. So we have to find this sum, which is 5 by 9 plus 13 upon 45. You can make the like fraction. Just multiply 5 and 5. So this will become 45. This is 25 plus 13. So what is the answer? 38 upon 40. This is 38 upon 45 is the answer. So let's check the answer. This is 38 upon 45. Okay. So now, next question on trigonometry. So here you can see ABCD is a triangle. ABCD is a quadrilateral formed by two right angle triangles. You can see the two right angle triangles and the lengths are given to you. Show that CD is 10 centimeter. You have to show that CD is 10 centimeter. Okay. So we have to show that CD is 10 centimeter. This is CD. Okay. This angle is right angle. This angle is 90 degrees. So I can apply Pythagoras here because this is 6 we know. But the problem is we don't know BC. For BC, we know the complete length. So using this length, I can easily find the length of side BC. Now, how will you find this length? Again, you can see this is the right angle. So if we know the hypotenuse in the triangle ABE, in triangle ABE, what you can do is in triangle AB, I can find AB because this hypotenuse is given to you, adjacent side we need to find. So this is cos 60 degree, adjacent side. This is equal to AB upon hypotenuse, which is equal to 80 in the triangle ABE. Correct? Now you should know the values of cos 60 degree, sin 60 degree, sin 30 degree. Okay, that table is very important for you. So what is cos 30 degree? This 60 degree, this is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to AB upon 80. So you can clearly see what is AB. AB is equal to 18 divided by 2. This is 9 centimeters. So this is 9 centimeters. Now, if AB is 9 centimeters, this is 8 centimeters. You can easily understand. 8 total sum is 70. Now, how will you find CD? So I can apply Pythagoras in this triangle BCD. What is CD? CD will be equal to under root of this square plus this square, which is 6 square plus 8 square, 36 plus 64, which is 100. Root 100 is equal to 10. So what is the answer? This is 10 centimeter. This is what you have to show. Correct? So that is easy. Now the next part. Find the perimeter of the quadrilateral ACDE. ACDE. You have to find the perimeter. Okay? And you have to give the answer in terms of P plus K root. That is in terms of surds you have to leave. Okay? So now just observe. For finding ACDE, we have this side. We already know this is 17. We have found this is 10 centimeter. So I just, this is 10 centimeter. I'll change the color also. This is 10 centimeter. This is 17 centimeter. This is 18 centimeter. We have to find the perimeter. So we just need this thing. Now, how will you find this thing? I can easily find the total distance, this total distance, BE. I can find the length BE. How? Because in this triangle, we know the angle. So if I have to find the opposite of this right angle triangle, so I can apply sine 60 degree. So sine 60 degree is opposite, that is BE upon this is hypotenuse, is equal to 18. Right? In this triangle, you can see opposite upon hypotenuse will give you sine 60. And we know what is sine 60 degree. This is root 3 by 2. So this is root 3 divided by 2. I'll multiply this 18. So what is BE? BE is equal to 9 root 3 centimeters. So this length BE is 9 root 3 total length. So what is the length ED? ED, this length. So total length is 9 root 3, this one. Okay. So subtracting this is 9 root 3 minus 6 centimeters. So we know now ED is 9 root 3 minus 6. So what is the total perimeter? So perimeter will be equal to 18 plus, so let me write 18. Perimeter is 18 plus 17. You can see 18 plus 17 plus 10 plus. What is this length? This is 9 root 3 minus 6. This is 9 root 3 minus 6. So now let's arrange the terms. You can just see this is 18 plus 17, 35, 35, 45, 35 minus 6, 45 minus 6 plus 9 root 3. What is 45 minus 36? This is equal to 39 plus this is 9 root 3. So what is the perimeter? This is 39 plus 9 root 3 is the answer for this question. Now the next question. Shade the region A union B union C complement. Now this is one of the easiest thing which you can have. What is A union B union C? That is this part. This is the complete inside A, B or C. Now what is the meaning of complement? Which is outside this. So we can see what is this? This is just the region which is outside these circles. So this is the answer. You can easily understand for this. Okay. Now the next one is simplify the surds. Right. So you can see here, if I have to simplify this, I need to factorize this. Okay. So see here, what is 300? This is 3 into 100. Why I have written in terms of 100? Because 100 is a square number. So this is 3 into 100. And this is similarly, this is 3 into 16. Right. I am breaking in terms of square numbers because square root of 100. What is this? This is root 3 into root of 100 plus root 3 into root of 16. Now what is root 100? This is 10. So this is 10 root 3. And what is root 16? 4. So this is 4 root 3. And now these are two like terms kind of thing. So this is root 3, 10 root 3 plus 4 root 3 is effectively 14 root 3. So what is the answer? This is 14 root 3. Now you have to rationalize this. Now how to rationalize? We multiply by its conjugate. So what is this? So to rationalize this, I'll multiply with 2 minus root 7. Why I'm doing this? Because we know a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So this is 9 multiplied with 2 minus root 7 divided by 2 square minus root 7 square. So what is this? This is 9 into 2 minus root 7 divided by, this is 4 minus 7. So I can write this is equal to 9, 2 minus root 7 divided by negative 3. Correct? So I can do this also. I'll just take this negative 3 and this is 2 minus root 7. This is clear? 3 and 9 cancels, correct? So now if I just open this, this is negative 6 plus 3 root 7. Negative 3 into 2 is negative 6 and my negative 3 into negative root 3. So just multiply this negative, negative, positive. This will become 3 root 7. So this is the answer, 3 root 7 minus 6 in the simplified form. 3 root 6 minus 7, right? Next question. Write down the coordinates where graph y equal to 5x minus 3 crosses y-axis. Basically, when this is crossing y-axis, that is the y-intercept. And what is y-intercept? You can clearly see this is minus 3. So what is this? This is y equal to mx plus 3. So this is y 0 comma minus 3. Or just say if the line is crossing y-axis, that means x will be 0. If I put x equal to 0, what is y? Y equal to minus 3. So what is the answer? 0 comma minus 3. Second, A is the point 1 comma 7, B is the point 5 comma 12. Find the equation of perpendicular bisector of the line AB and write your answer in the form of y equal to mx plus c. So now this is again a very common, very standard question. You see here, let's say this is our A. This is A, which has the coordinate 1 comma 7. This is B, which is 5 comma 15. Okay. Now we have to write the perpendicular bisector. That is, this is the line which is passing through the midpoint and bisecting it. Correct? Now, how will you get this coordinate? You can see this, we have to find this equation of this line. So, this is passing through midpoint. Now, what is the midpoint? Let's say if I say this is point P. What is the coordinate of midpoint? x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. So, you can see if I put x1 plus x2 by 2, that is 5 plus 1, 6 by 2, which is 3, and 15 plus 7, 22. 22 by 2, that is 11. So, the coordinate of midpoint is 3, 11. Now, what is the gradient of EB? What is the gradient of EB? This is y2 minus y1, that is 15 minus 7 upon 5 minus 5 minus. So this is 8 upon 4, which is equal to 2. So what is the gradient of this? This is 2. So gradient of the perpendicular bisector. We know gradient of perpendicular bisector will be negative 1 by 2 because if the lines are perpendicular, their product of slopes is minus 1, the negative reciprocal. The reciprocal of this with a negative sign. Right? So that is the gradient of this line. So what is the equation of this? This is y equal to m x plus c. Correct? So minus half because this is the gradient. Now how will you get the value of c? First, for c, you know that this line is passing through 3 comma 11. So 3 comma 1, 11 will satisfy this equation also. So if I put 3 comma 11 here, so this will become 11, y is 11 and x is 3. So this is like this. So what is this? I can arrange this. This is c will be equal to 11 plus 3 by 2. Which you can easily see this is 22 by 2. So this will become 25 by 2. So what is the answer? This is y equal to minus 1 by 2x plus c. What is c? This is 25 by, what is the answer? 25 by 2. So Let's see. What is this? Minus 1 by 2 plus 25 by 2. So this is the answer for this. Y equal to mx plus c. You have to write this in this one. Now this is clear. Mark this question. This is a very common question in your exams. Every year you have the question on this. Okay. Now the next question. Find the curve has a question this. The curve has stationary point at 1 by 3 comma minus 5 by 27. Find the coordinate of the other stationary point. Now we know that at a stationary point, the dy by dx, the slope of tangent, the gradient is equal to 0, the turning point. So you can see what is dy by dx. If you have to differentiate this, what is the differentiation of x raised to n? This is n x raised to n minus 1. So this is 3 x raised to 3 minus 1 plus this is 2 x raised to 2 minus 1 minus differentiation of x raised to 1. This is 1 x raised to 1 minus 1 x raised to 1 minus 1. So what is this? This is 3x square plus 2x and this is x raised to 0. This is 1. So always remember differentiation of x is always 1. Okay. This is dy by dx. Right. Now at turning point dy by dx is equal to 0. So what we will do is we will make 3x square plus 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Now we will factorize this and solve this. So you can clearly see I can write this is 3x minus 1. Okay. Into. You can just observe this. This is x into 3x square. I want plus 2x. So this is plus 1. You can see minus x and this is 3x will give you 2x. You can just verify this and 1 and minus 1 will become minus 1. Okay. So this will be 0. So you can just factorize this and see what is x. X is equal to 1 by 3 or minus 1. This is 0 or this is 0. So this is 1 by 3 or minus 1. So you can see we have got one x coordinate as 1 by 3 at turning point. And you can see in the question they have mentioned that at 1 by 3 this is the turning point. So what is the other turning point? At x equal to minus 1. So at x equal to minus 1, what is the value of y? Because we have had the coordinate. So put x is equal to minus 1 in the equation of curve. So if I put minus 1 here, this is minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square. And this is minus of minus 1. What is minus 1 cube? This is minus 1. Minus 1 square is plus 1. And this is plus. So what is this? This is equal to 1. So what is the turning point? This is minus 1 comma 1. X coordinate is minus 1. Y coordinate is 1. So this is minus 1 comma 1 is the answer. Okay. I hope this is clear. A set method, how to find that turning point. You can just differentiate dy by dx equal to 0 stationary point. Right? Now, by sketching the graph, determine whether the stationary point 1 by 3 minus 5 by 27 is maximum point or minimum point. So to sketch the graph, this is a cubic graph. So now, if this is a cubic graph, the graph, and it is given that it has a turning point 1 by 3 comma minus 5 by 27, and we have found what is the other turning point 1 comma minus 1. Okay, so this is x equal to let's say 1, and this is minus 1. Sorry, this is minus 1. So this is the turning point 1 comma minus 1. This is 1 and this is minus 1. You can clearly see at x equal to 0. What is the y-intercept? At x equal to 0, if I put this, this is 0, 0, 0. That is 0. That is y-intercept is 0. Okay. This is the turning point. What is the other turning point? This is 1 by 3 comma minus 5 by 27. So this is 1 by 3. Okay. So let me draw this again. You can see here. Let's say this is 1 by 3. This is 1. And this is 1 by 3. This is 1 by 3. At 1 by 3, this is minus 5 by 27. At 1, this is minus 1. Like this. Okay. This is minus 5 by 27. And this is 1. Okay. Minus 5 by 27. And this is minus 1. This is the turning point. Okay. Now, at x equal to 0, this is 0. And we know when a is positive, if you have y is equal to ax cube, bx square plus cx plus d, a cubic. When a is positive, here you can see this is 1, that is positive. The graph is like this, or the graph is like this. So here there are 2 points, so the graph will be something like this. 2 turning point, that means the graph will be like this. The graph will come from this, like this, it is passing through 0, comma 0. Okay. So you can see the graph will go to this, then it will come. What is the value? 1 by 3. This is minus 5 by 27. And what is the value at, sorry, the other turning point is negative 1, comma 1. Just a correction. The other turning point is not minus this. Okay. We have, this is negative 1, comma 1. So just let's correct this. This is, let's call it is negative 1. Na? So we correct this. This is, what is the turning point? This is minus 1. This is minus 1, comma 1. This is the turning point, minus 1, comma 1. And the other turning point is 1 by 3, comma minus 5 by 27. This is 1 by 3, comma minus 5 by 27. So what is the graph? You can see the graph will go like this. So it will go like this. It will take a turn. It will pass to 0 because at x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Y-intercept is 0, comma 0. And then it will go like this. So you can see here, at 1 by 3, this is the turning point. At minus 1, this is the turning. Correct? So now, by looking at this, you have to just check. This is the maximum point or minimum point. So you can see this is going down and going up. This is the minimum point. This is the maximum point. This is the minimum point. The other way to find the minimum point is using the second derivative. But in this question, they have asked, by sketching the graph, you have to determine whether this is the maximum point or minimum point. I hope this point is clear. Okay. Now, next question. The equation x cube plus x square minus x equal to k has fewer than 3 solutions. That is less than 3 solutions. Find the range of possible values of k. So you see here, we have drawn the graph of y is equal to x cube plus x square minus x. And I want it to be k and it should have less than 3 solutions. So if I draw y is equal to x cube plus x square minus x and y is equal to k, these two graphs, you can see why I have taken this. You can see here, this is y equal to k and this is x cube plus x square minus x. This graph we know, we have drawn this. And we know y is equal to k is a straight line which is parallel to y-axis. Now, if this equation, this and this should be equal at less than 3 points, that means I can see if I draw the line like this, or like this, or like this, you can see all these lines are passing through, are parallel to y-axis, parallel to x-axis, or you can see like this. So you can see this equation has less than 3 solutions because there are less than 3 points of intersection. So what is the range of k? You can see, find the range of possible values of k. So k should be what? K should be greater than equal to 1. K should be greater than or equal to 1. Why? Because if this is the line, we see y is equal to 1. Above this, if I draw any line, this will intersect the graph at only 1 point. Or this is intersecting at only 2 points. We have want fewer than, less than 3 solutions. Or it can be, you can see below this. This is the boundary, you see, minus 5 by 27. This should be below, that is, or k should be less than or equal to minus 5 by 27. This should be below minus 5 by 27. So that is the answer. If k is in this range or this range, it will have fewer than 3 solutions, less than 3 solutions. I hope this is clear. The number of point of intersection should be less than 3. That is the answer. Okay. So find the range of possible values of k. So that is the answer for this here. Okay. Now the next one, 23. The question says, simplify this. So what is this? This is, you can clearly see, this is square root of x square upon 4 raised to 3. Now what is square root of x? Square root of x square upon 4. This is x upon 2 raised to 3. What is this? X cube upon 8 is the answer. This is easy. And find the value of x to solve this equation. You have to just simplify this. You can see here, what is 16? 2 raised to 4. So this is 2 raised to 4x. What is this? Into 1 upon 2 raised to x is equal to, what is 4 raised to x? 4 raised to x is basically 2 raised to 2 and x plus 3. Correct? So now what is this? This have same base. So power will subtract. So this is 2 raised to 4x minus x, which is 3x. This is equal to 2 raised to 2x plus 6. Now if the base are same, I'll equate the powers. That is 3x should be equal to 2x plus 6. So if I subtract 2x, that will become x equal to 6. So what is the answer? X will be equal to 6. That is the answer for this question. Okay. So that's it. So this completes your questions, all the questions from the paper 58020. Okay. This is the I'll just go through these questions. I think there's only one question which is a challenging question. This one. This will take time to understand. Otherwise, all the questions are pretty standard questions which you can easily understand. Okay. So just go through the videos slowly and get the solutions easily. Okay? So if you have understood all the questions, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel, share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.